Hi, this morning we're going to make some brownie mix, and we're not going to use one of these packet mixes, okay? So we're going to make our brownies from scratch. Very, very simple recipe. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt 220 grams of chocolate over some boiling water. Okay, so we've got our water boiling. Now to make this quicker, what we're going to do is we're going to break up our chocolate into pieces. And this is dark chocolate we're going to use. Okay, now while that's melting, we're going to do our next step. Okay, so our next step, what we're going to do is we're going to add our sugar into a mixing bowl. And we're going to add 50 ml of vegetable oil. And then we're going to add a teaspoon and a half of almond extract. Okay, and then the next thing to do, we're going to crack 4 eggs into that, and then we're going to whisk it for about 8 minutes until it's all fluffy. Okay, so we're going to whisk it for about 8 to 10 minutes. If you haven't got an electric whisk, you can use a hand whisk, but it's going to take... I mean, it's gone creamy. We'll see, shall we? That chocolate's all melted. Okay, so our mixture has thickened up a little bit, but it's also gone the colour that we want. So it's gone quite a creamy colour. Okay, so we're now going to put our mixture away. I think it would be impossible to do that by hand.
Have you got those mixers there?
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add to the mix tablespoon of cocoa powder. Okay, and we're not going to do any more mixing, we're going to fold this in. But they're going to sift in our flour. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold that in with a spatula. This is my chocolatey spatula. Okay, and we want to be quite careful when we do this. So we're going to fold in all of our mixture together. Okay, and when we're folding that in, what we're then going to do is we're going to add the molten chocolate. Be careful because it might be quite hot. We're going to add our chocolate into it as well, making sure that we get all the chocolate in. Our oven dish. Now, ideally you want a square dish, but we haven't got one, so just using a circular dish, just putting a bit of butter around the bottom, a little bit of butter around the sides. Okay, so we've greased our oven dish. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pour our mixture. You can see how lovely it's gone. It's quite light and fluffy, so we're going to pour our mixture into the thing. Sounds good. Our tray. If there's any left in here, just get it out of the bowl. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're then going to put that in the oven, a fan oven at 170 degrees, and it's going to cook for about 20-25 minutes. Okay. So we've got this out of the oven, so it's been in the oven for 25 minutes. Going to get it out of its. Oh, look at that, perfect. Put it onto a plate. Okay, so I'm going to chop him open. Oh, look at that chocolate brownie. Serve with a bit of custard, bit of cream. That's delicious. Love it.